right, thank you.
Thanks, Chad.
That was this week's Dynasty Podcast interactive segment.
Fine. Hey, Chad Henne, you're welcome, by the way. You're welcome for
Thank you, Bubba.
for that save. That substitution.
It was a great save, a good little sub there. Good job subbing Chad Henne in there.
But, yeah, you know what? You too, by the way. He sucked. He was fucking boring as fuck.
He kind of was. He was very vanilla, very just like the standard.
It's like he had cue cards and he was reading from a cue card.
I mean, we fucking asked him about. It was great. You know what? We talked to Chad Henne. We told him about Hennegate. You literally said you told him, that it's Hennegate, and you explained it to him.
He's forever enshrined in our.
And he was just like, oh well, I want to give 100% and thank the Lord. And
yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, Chad Henne, suck my dick.
No wonder why Chad Henne just didn't actually. He just get pulled as a starting quarterback again by Tavarius Jackson or something like that?
That's
and I think they said Blaine Gabbert now has the start again.
He was starting originally.
Right. But now I think he's starting again. Fuck you, Chad Henne.
You suck.
So, but what is what I was thinking though, Bob? What's a show with Chad Henne without Jeff Guard?
It's a bear in the woods.
So, should we call Jeff Guard?
Yeah.
Yeah? We should call him?
Dial him up.
This may be a huge mistake, listeners. But we're going to go ahead and call Jeff Guard and see what he has to say about having Chad Henne on the show. He may not be available. He might be partying or, getting lit or doing the things he does in the city of Boston.
If he doesn't answer, should we leave him a voicemail?
What should we leave him, Bub? Maybe should we just tell him why we were calling?
We could record the sound of our dicks flapping against the microphone.
Doesn't sound like Coach Jeff Guard's picking up. I'm sure he's doing something way more important.
Hello?
Oh, yes, hi. Is this Coach Jeffrey Guard?
Yeah.
Okay, Jeffrey Guard, you are on a recorded line for legal purposes, and this is the Dynasty Podcast calling. This is Commissioner Eric J. Costanza, otherwise known as the motherfucking Scooper. You're here along with Bubba Palucha as well. You may or may not remember who we are, but you are a former Dynasty member. We actually just had Chad Henne for the interactive segment on the Dynasty Podcast. And what's a show with Chad Henne without Jeff Guard? We wanted to know, what do you think, what do you feel about Chad Henne looking back at it, 3-4 years ago?
I didn't sign up for this. I don't know what your angle is.
Okay, we're gonna... the more you can hang up on Jeff Guard, the better. But that was actually funny. Good job, Jeff. That was good. He didn't sign up for this. I did inform him properly, though, that he was a recorded line so we don't get sued. It's all about not getting sued nowadays, Bob, right?
Oh, that was good.
So let's quickly talk about next week's show, Bob. We're going to do the Call the Dynasty Podcast team segment. We're looking forward to this. You all know we've been driving this down your fucking throats. Bob and I have discussed it offline. We're going to go ahead and make this very fucking easy for you assholes. It's very easy. If you can't figure this out, or if you don't have the 2 seconds of effort to put into this, then fuck you, because you are an idiot. You are a stupid idiot if you can't do this. So you have one of two options. One, you can either simply call my cell phone,
or mine,
or Bob. Well, no, you want to do mine because I'm doing the whole production and stuff, so I can kind of get it all ready and whatnot, right? Call Bub or I's cell phone. It doesn't matter which one. Preferably mine, but if you want to call Bub, go ahead and call him. Do it by next Monday night and just leave your message on the voicemail. So you call me or Bob, goes to voicemail. Hi, this is Coach Jae Young Kim of Yellow Apparel.
You don't have to say your name. You could, if you want to be anonymous.
If you want to be anonymous, sure.
Speak with a fake accent. We won't know.
My question for the Dynasty Podcast team is, blah, 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 and then hang up. That's all you have to do.
If they send it to my phone, we're just going to play the voicemail. So we
exactly. Or mine.
So you can, a big deal, right?
You're right. Sorry. You're right. I'm overthinking it.
It's okay.
Either one of us call us by next Monday night. Or two, simply send Bub or I a quick little email or a quick little text just letting us know, hey, I have a question for you guys for the show. And then what we'll do is we will call you next Tuesday night, probably around 8 to 9 o'clock, and you will live on the show ask us what your question is.
Correct.
Literally, one of those two things, very easy. That's all you have to do.
And I just want to reiterate, it can literally be anything.
Right.
It can be any question you want.
Fantasy related, what's going on in the league right now, commission related, commission apprentice related, anything, the solar system,
your favorite color,
anything.
Literally anything.
So this is going to go ahead and end episode number 5 of the Dynasty Podcast. Thanks to Bub. Hopefully we didn't disappoint for this hyped up show. I'd like to thank Coach Phil Tamulus. I'd like to thank our first ever NFL player on the show, Mr. Chad Henne, who sucked, but he was a good substitute in more ways than one. For legally subbing in for this time, we probably should have we should have done David Garrard, Bub. We should have left David Garrard.
Yeah.
Thanks to Jeff Gard. Thank you to all of our listeners.
Listeners, the success of next week's Call the Dynasty Podcast segment rests in your hands. This segment was my idea, so please don't make me look like a complete tool bag. I'm always a complete tool bag. Please participate and join in on the fun.
And I am Commissioner Scooper.
I'm Bob Palucha.
On next week's episode number 6, we're going to welcome Coach Ben Green of the Boston Loggers and introduce our long-awaited and new Call the Dynasty Podcast segment, and much, much more. We'll see your asses next week. Over and out.
Hi, this is Nerf Guru Mike Lovejoy, and this is the episode of the Dynasty Podcast. It was brought to you by Jube's Family Restaurant. You don't have to be a Nerf Guru like I am, or even like Ren, to know that Jube's Family Restaurant is one of a kind. Don't miss out. Go today.